my name is Beck, and you, Rabbi from another planet, please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell, so you're notified when new videos drop. And the comic book industry, I would say the arts in general, it kind of like attracts I would say a more lefty crowd. I think that's fair to say. I think it's more more of a left wing worldview. I'm more interested in being creative. So in 2021, that means crazy socialists. Crazy, they very much like crazy socialism. So they are attracted to the arts. Then the arts, however, are being managed by multinational corporations, which is a lot like socialism in a lot of ways, right? They have a very big totalitarian, body that controls everything. That appeals to them. So they've always been very, very big in supporting these multinational global concerns. And now they find out that they're not socialist. They're not about sharing the wealth at all. They're about making wealth and keeping it. And they're a little bit miffed. So that's the story we're going to be looking at today. If I can ask you, can you hit the like button? That'd be freaking awesome. Thank you very much. Can you hit the share button? I like to be shared. I think people shouldn't keep me to themselves. I think you should spread me around like I'm a very delicious. I was going to say Marmite, but gee, that'll put a hot. I like Marmite. Actually, you know what I like most about Marmite? This is a bit of an aside. You know what I like most about Marmite? It's watching Americans encounter it for the first time. They're like, what? But I do enjoy my. I was going to say marmalade. That's the other word. Spread me out like I'm a pleasant marmalade. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. That'd be fun. I had a real burst of subscribers yesterday. What was it? Bounding in Comics. Like highlighted my story from was it the Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I got a bunch of subscribers. Then YouTube saw it and said, no, we'll take some of those back. Thank you very much. So if you're subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. There's a good chance you're not. I've had some really like solid members, or I will say, is the community the right word? Solid, members of the channel. People who come to the channel telling me recently, oh yeah, they unsubscribed. So if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not subscribed, if you can consider it and subscribe button, it's free. It's free, and it helps me out incredibly. Comment also helps me. You know what else helps me? If you check out my Indiegogo, right up here. Oh, no, it wasn't. There you go. It's coming. So I think today's the day I'm unveiling. Today is the day I will finish and unveil the I'm probably doing it on Thursday. The final piece of artwork for this campaign, which is then we can sprint to the end, which will be a poster. So two incredible graphic novels. One's The Imperium, a love letter to Telefancy in 1960. Mate, honestly, if you want good comics nowadays, I go to Indiegogo, right? That seems to be where it's at. So you've got The Imperium, a love letter to Telefancy in the 1960s, and biblical Bible stories for atheist creatures, rationalists and rogues. I had an incredible cosplayer on my on my channel. I think was it Cara Nicole. I'm trying to think if I can work out doing a cosplay cover. She's so good at it, mind you. Most of the stream I was like a little bit befuddled because she was so insanely beautiful, like just so unreasonably beautiful. So there you go. So I might do something with these male gaze cards. So you get these cards if you free with the as part of the extras if you get both books. So there's a series of 6. So we might do something like this with a cover. I don't know. I'm spitballing, but that's an idea I'm playing around with right now. So we have Keeping the British End Up. I'm a big fan of that one. Party Like It's 1999. Don't even think it's again. Go check out the stream last night. She would be awesome in the Judge Addison call. If I can do a picture version of this, or a series of pictures, but I think it'll be too expensive. But I know that's something I think we should look into. Something else we should look into is No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Another wonderful for the male gaze cards. We have I'm Sensing Strong Emotions, Captain. I am sensing and quite a few strong emotions for me. And finally we have The Forces Female. We're over $7,000 now, so I think everybody's going to end up. If you hit $8,000, everybody gets this poster for free as well. It's A2. It's what's that? 18 by 22 or 24. One day I'll look that up. Okay, so everybody gets free. But at $12,000, everybody gets this one as well. So it's a right now it's a $3 add-on, and then we got a Bohemian in time and space. No, this is a Bohemian in time and space. This is Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire. And I hopefully the final piece of artwork will be finished today. That's what I was going to finish yesterday. Had a bit of a crazy day yesterday, but yeah, as is my want. Fine. Let's look at this story. This story is from the Comics Beat, Heidi MacDonald's website. Very, very, very on board with mainstream comics, the mainstream comic industry, which has just imploded, right? Just completely imploded around their ears. So, the highlight of this story is it's a interview with Ed Brubaker, who I created the Winter Soldier. There's a bit of a disagreement. I say he did create the Winter Soldier. Other people say, no, it's Bucky. Bucky has always been, he was created years before. I think the Winter Soldier is somewhat of a disparate take on it, but and it seems that they are reusing a lot of his stuff in the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, which is, again, just, if you go check out my video for that. It is horrendous racist propaganda in my mind. It really is. It's horrendous racist propaganda. But now, Ed Brubaker is a little bit, I would say, crying. I don't know, not so happy, because Ed Brubaker, the writer, he gets more residuals from his Winter Soldier cameo. I didn't even know he was in Winter Soldier, right? That he did for creating the character. Yes, that's how it works. That's how it works. You creators, you comic book creators, you just kind of loved holding up these massive conglomerates, these multinational business, and you would punch down at anybody who tried to be independent, right? Who tried to do their own independent work while supporting Disney or whatever, Warner. And now you've just discovered. Now you discovered that this isn't a socialist collective, right? It is socialist as it is a totalitarian large body, but it's not a socialist collective. And he's a little bit, I don't know, it feels like he backed the wrong horse. Look, a lot of people get there, at this time of life. So let's read this interview and pull it out. Pull out what's going on. On his online newsletter a few weeks ago, former Captain America writer and Winter Soldier co-creator, has he again? Is he? I think it's fair to say co-creator expressed mixed feelings over the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series over at Marvel. I have no mixed feelings. I think it's evil. Okay, I think it's actually evil. I genuinely do. And over Marvel and Disney's treatment of creators behind their cash cows. Again. At what point did you think Disney was not basically like a candy-colored version of those naughty National Socialists? Like, at what point did you think that that they were all warm and fuzzy and singing Kumbaya? Is it because they they retweet BLM? Is that why? Is it's okay to use the hashtag ACP, right? Is that okay? No. It's disingenuous lies. Just completely disingenuous lies. Creator of the Cash Out. On Monday night, Brubaker appeared on a Fat Man Beyond podcast hosted by Kevin Smith. Oh man, I hate Kevin Smith. Yeah, I used to like Kevin Smith, like most people, but he's just become such a horrible crying pussy, like shilling for these multinational corporations. Like, I don't know, anybody who can cry at like the Last Jedi trailer. I mean, listen. We all cried. Not maybe in the same way. I don't know if he did cry at it, right? Okay, but before you send in, that's by the comment is always good. But yeah, before you send in comments, say, hey, he didn't do it. I don't know. He cries a lot at shitty things. Fine. So talking about Brubaker mentions during turning down a check for a thank you credit on Captain America. Why? Brubaker mentions turning down a check for a thank you credit on Captain America Civil War. Okay, maybe this is the Jew, the Jewy part of me, but turning down a check? What? I got to read more. What's going on? I don't understand. Because he found the Tony amount to be such an insult. Well, okay then. How much do you reckon it was? I mean, what is an insult? To add insult to injury, Brubaker apparently had to attend the premiere in the overflow theatre as opposed to Big Maid Hall with the big stars. Oh, that's not nice. Again, it's almost as if Disney doesn't give a crap about you, right? Yeah, I think that's probably true. Since the basic premise of the B plot of Civil War involving Bucky hunting down rogue agents of the Winter Soldier program was based on his Captain America, Brubaker's indignation is understandable. Listen, mate. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems that maybe, again, you shouldn't have had an expectation that they would be warm and fluffy, kumbaya, socialists. They're not. They wanted to use. Okay, my father was a reasonably good businessman, right? And he could do something that I can't do because I'm more of an artist, right? I can't do this. But he was able to charge the absolute most anybody. He could work out the most anybody would ever pay for something, and pay people, his staff, the absolute least, right, to make them do the job. I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have that in me, but he could. And he ended his life with a decent sum of money in his pocket. Probably more than I will, because I can't do that. If you're wondering, they used to have some concession stands at Wembley Arena, which is a concert. If you go there, you know how expensive, crazily expensive, like drinks and stuff are there. So people would say my mother would work on the stands. People say, "Oh, I bet you got a Mercedes parked in the garage," when they saw the prices. And my mother was like, "Yes, actually, I have," because she did. Yeah, they did very well out of having a Disney-esque scruple. Although I have to tell you, I think my parents will have way more scruples than Disney. But that's essentially business. Work out, you minimize your costs. And one of your costs is your creators, right? Pay the absolute. And that's just corporate mentality, yeah. If you have a corporation that pays anybody more than they need to, then you get killed, then you get cut, right? You get fired. These are the organizations again which you have so doggedly shielded for. I remember again Steve Epting, the team who reinvented Joe Simon and Jack Kirby's Bucky Barnes as a Winter Soldier didn't even get in touch to Captain America Winter Soldier Ultimately, and had to text Sebastian Stan, they actually pays him in the MCU, to get him because Kevin Feige's assistant apparently didn't have him on the list. Adding salt to the wound. Oh my God. This is actually a much worse story than I thought. Adding salt to the wound was Feige's assistant was more than happy to let in other assistants and bloggers. Oh man. Oh. Okay, listen, Ed. I understand, but this is Disney. Brubaker also recounted a near drowning experience almost 2 years ago that has him more reflective about how his wife would survive if something was to happen to him. The experience is what inspired his Western pulp graphic novel with Arthur Sean Phillips. Okay, so Ed Brubaker, as an aside, the work he does with Sean Phillips, he does a bunch of different things. My favourite one is Criminal. Can you see it back here? 1 second. If I turn this off, where's Criminal? It's a relatively new one. I can move over here. It's a big book. Where is it? It's somewhere over here. But it's I think it's probably up here somewhere. Is it there? Maybe I left it upstairs. I was reading it. Anyway, Criminal. Freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome graphic novel. Really thick, but it's like a hardback. His work he does with Sean Phillips is absolutely excellent. And in general, his writing is excellent. I guess he was part of the mindless comics group, comics creating people that said we have to support Disney under any circumstances and stop those evil independent creators making things for themselves because they're Yahtzees. They're super bad people. They're on the wrong side of history. Well, you find being on the right side of history, unless you're at the very top of it, you end up with being broke on the right side. I can't help but remember how Charlotte Fullerton McDuffie, the widow of Dwayne McDuffie, had to fight on her late husband's behalf over Milestone 2.0 relief that left McDuffie's estate out there. I have no idea what any of this is. After a few years, though, the lawsuit eventually was settled with a positive outcome for all involved. Well, not the people who lost. They had to give more money. Not to mince words. These are just a few of the Brubaker's quotes from the podcast. I remember sitting in that movie and just remembering this Jack Kirby also growing in my stomach. This is what it felt like, kid. Yeah. Oh man, comics will break your heart, baby. When I see ads for the show, it actually makes me sick to my stomach. I get it. Yeah. Listen. I like your independent stuff. That's really, I think, the only thing you should be doing right now. And I think that's the only thing anybody should be doing. There's no need to work for these corporations. There's really no need for it at all. When I work with people, I try to give them the best deal possible. You're acting like you're dealing with human beings, right? Corporations are not human beings. They're not. They're just evil automatons of hate, right? And when I work with people, I try to give them the best deal possible. Yeah, I'm kind of like that way too. And if something ends up being a bigger thing, I try to actually adjust their deal so they can take part in that too. Yeah. You're human being and you're not corporating. Brubaker contrasts it with Netflix, who did right by Dave Chappelle by putting Chappelle's shows from a streaming service. Yes and no. You know, in Israel, which is where I live, Chappelle's show is still on Netflix. I was like, I thought they took it off, and I was like, is that a different Chappelle show? No, it's the same. They pulled it from the US because they figured that's the only place he's going to see it, I guess. So don't get too excited. From experience, when the community revealed his original Raw deal with Comedy Central, that was settled last February. There's nothing preventing anyone from Marvel looking over how much the Winter Soldier has been used in this stuff and calling me and Steve and saying, you know what, we're going to try and adjust the standard thing so you guys feel good. You guys feel good about this. You feeling good about this is meaningless, right? It's just you feeling good about it is like the color of your socks you're wearing. It doesn't matter to the deal. Right, you feeling good about it, you need lawyers to. And again, Ed, I'm in the same ballpark as you. I am awful at doing this stuff. Right, that's why I work for myself mainly because I just assume everyone's nice, and it's always honestly nice people do that. You sound like a nice person. Really, you sound like a nice person, but nice people just assume people are nice, right? And it says they're not, and it's heartbreaking, and it really is heartbreaking. Listen, I'm really glad you have your indie stuff going because it's all good. All your indie stuff is good. I hope you get a Netflix deal on Criminal or Pulp or was it Femme Fatale? That was a bit of a weird one. As he said in his aforementioned newsletter, Brubaker has absolutely nothing but respect for everybody at Marvel Studios. His issues stem from the publishing. Perhaps the most surprising thing is the revelation that appearing in The Winter Soldier for a brief cameo makes Ed Brubaker more royalties than actually co-created the character. I have made more on SAG residuals than I made creating character for my one line that got cut. Right? Oh, that must be him there. Like standing behind Robert Redford. Okay, I wonder how much he gets paid. Like, how much you get paid for that, and how little do you get paid for your residuals for your comic characters? It seems like the same as how comic character Jim Starlin revealed in Facebook post that he received more money from DC Entertainment when Anatoly Kniazev, best known as the CG Beast, appeared for a relatively minor on Batman v Superman. Really? I don't remember that at all. Then appearance by his creations, most notably Thanos, the Mad Titan, the Marvel movies combined. What? Okay, KG Beast made more money for him in one movie than Thanos in all the... Well, how? Oh, that's weird. Other quotes from Brubaker notes. It's just weird that they're so ungenerous to me. No, it's not. It's who they are. Disney are not your friends, okay? Disney are not, and that's just generally a rule for like they smile and they say everyone's happy. They're not your friends. Disney are evil. I think Disney are evil. It's just weird that they're so ungenerous to me. It's especially weird because a lot of them are friends of mine or people I thought were friends of mine. It's hard. Look, mate, it's hard. You know, when friends don't have your back, it's very hard. Friends having your back is the greatest thing ever. Friends not having your back is crushing. There is a corporate mentality. Yes, because it's a corporation. Right now, somebody inside Marvel Publishing somewhere is watching this and laughing and thinking, that I think I got ripped off. There are people that think it's funny that I'm unhappy about it. Yeah, look, you bit was stupid, but again, from one stupid, naive person to another, I feel you, my brother. Okay, I feel you. I know for a fact because I watch them be that way about other people, you know, other people in person. Yeah, okay, so you got really crappy people who were just at publishing level, who had nothing to do with it. Did I miss something? I want to say, I look at the credits and there's all these executive producers of people who are at the publishing level and nothing to do with it. I know how much that EP credit actually makes you in a TV show at Disney. Oh, tell us! That's the bit I'm interested in. Tell us. These people have made so much money on the stuff that Steve did. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did, and you know that's why they've been complaining about the comic book industry being like this for ages. This is the best time for creators when you can make your own stuff. This is absolutely the best time for creators because you have complete creative freedom. You can make your own stuff, and you sell direct to the audience. You sell direct to the consumer, which is much better. I mean, if only we could work out a way of getting shipping down, that'll be everything, right? The way I did it, I do local shipping everywhere. I print in many different locations, and I try and do local shipping everywhere. But look, this is the best time to be a creator. As frustrated as Brubaker might be with his own raw deal, he doesn't want to detract from the others enjoying the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm not. Again, I hate it. Nevertheless, much like Dave Chappelle, he's hoping Brubaker's appearance on Fat Man Beyond to air his grievances will lead to Disney Marvel reconsidering thing. No, okay, here's the thing. Dave Chappelle is valuable, right? Dave Chappelle can they want him to do more things, right? When he does more things, people like it, right? They want him, he has value to Netflix, right? He has future value for Netflix. You don't. Yeah, listen, Criminal was great, a lot of your work is great, but you need like a kind of, you don't have ongoing value. If you like had a Mark Miller type deal as well, and then you said, I'm not happy about this, Mark Miller has a deal with Netflix. Basically, they can mine and stuff. What the first show I think from his work is coming out. Was it about 2-3 weeks? What's it called again? Jupiter's Legacy. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, kind of excited about it. So yeah, it's you know, it's just this is this is the time. This is just who it is. This is what publishing is. This is what comics is, and this is why, you know, it's always a mistake to punch down at the independent creators. Become one of us. Become an independent creator. You know, join Comicsgate, and I think we who are not business people will totally have your back, right? I think we would have your back more than anybody else. So yeah, listen, you back the wrong horse to a certain extent. That is true. But back the right horse. Go check out Indigo. Okay, if you like good comics, go check out Indigo. Honestly, one is 220 pages long. One is 105 pages. Two freaking awesome books for your delight and delectation. My name is Sheila Beck, and Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.